I've got a hot take. I think the real reason people don't come into the dealership is because they're scared.
So that's it. You're scared. I'm scared. We're all scared to go to the dealership. Literally, car dealerships can't sell cars. It's not because buyers like us don't want them. They just can't sell them. But why? You're watching Dave Talk TV. I'm Dave. Let's check out a few of these videos and let's find out why we're not going to the dealership to buy these cars.
I'm about to show you the oldest car on our lot, and I'm really not sure why it hasn't sold yet. Beside me is the oldest car on our lot. It's a 2025 Nissan Kicks SR. We've had it for quite some time, and I'm surprised someone hasn't bought it yet. I think it didn't sell because when the vehicle arrived, we had so many Kicks come in a bunch of great colors. Not that this isn't a great color, because someone's going to buy it, someone's going to love it. It's got a bunch of great equipment. It has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging, great wheels, great interior. So let me know down in the comments, why do you think we still have the vehicle? I think it's a great vehicle. Somebody should come buy it. But let me know what you think.
Ooh, what could it be? So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging. It's a great color. What could it be? I think I know what it is. The price. Lower the price. And even though he didn't say the price, we all know it's the price. The price is too high. Once you lower it, knock off some of those markups y'all have on that car, and somebody is going to come right along and buy that car. But until then, it's going to keep sitting. You know exactly why it's sitting there.
Over $100,000 for this 2025 Hummer. That is a lot of money for an EV Hummer. But we're here at GMC, so we're probably going to see a lot of $100,000 vehicles because it's General Motors. But we're also going to check out Buick. Some of you are like, what? Buick still exists? It does. It still exists. They still sell cars, just not that many. Now let's check out this Yukon here, 2026. Luckily, we're not seeing any old inventory yet. $98,000, wow, $98,000. And it has a 6.2. And if you know anything about it, the 6.2 has a recall with different year models, and it's had a lot of issues. Let's check out this one. It should be a little bit of a lower trim level here. Let's see, maybe not 96,000. Save a few $1,000s.
And then they wonder why they can't sell cars. You're selling GMCs for $100,000. I don't care if it's a truck, SUV, I don't care. Nothing that GMC has should be worth $100,000. Now, if you slap a Cadillac logo on it, I'll meet you halfway there. But just a GMC, $100,000, why? If you own one of these vehicles, I would love to know why it's worth $100,000. I'm not saying it's not worth anything, but $100K? Somebody tell me something, because that's just absolutely wild. And if you've been enjoying the content, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. But y'all got to check out this next one.
Toyota is having trouble selling the Tacomas, and the TRD Pro Tacoma is the perfect example of why. The Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro has a starting price of $63,735. Right out of the bat, it's already over $60,000.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We're already at $63,000. But hold on. It gets worse.
But like most of these TRD Pros, and honestly most of the Tacomas in general, there are of course markups, options, add-ons, and all of that is added to the total price for the Tacomas. This 2025 TRD Pro has $2,755 added by the manufacturer, and then you've got the $1,545 destination fee, of course, and then the dealership adds another $9,995. So just with the options added, the total price is actually $78,030. So that's another $14,295 from the original base price with all the add-ons and markups from the manufacturer and the dealership.
So the out-the-door price is definitely going to be $80K plus. Are you ready to pay $80 plus for a Toyota Tacoma? I don't care if it's the Pro version, regular version. Are you ready to pay $80 plus for a Toyota Tacoma? I'm not.
I think in the past year, there's been a crazy increase in consumers using car buying services, and I can understand why. The truth is, people are really just tired of dealership BS. Brokers and those who offer a car buying service, they really do make the process pretty easy, not only for the customer, but for the salesman too. For example, I've worked a number of broker deals. They literally tell me what car they're looking for. They have a stock number ready. They tell me their client's credit, and they tell me the terms that they're looking for. Now, of course, they're going to do their shopping. Their job is to get their client the best number, so I just got to make sure I send my best possible number as well. 9 times out of 10, we agree on terms, and within 5 minutes, a credit application is already in my queue. And just like that, that's another car deal. So I can see why a lot of people don't mind paying a fee just to get the whole entire deal done, and the only thing that they have to do is just go and pick up the car. And as a salesman, these are literally the easiest deals ever. There's really no back and forth. You're just sending your best number and that's it. So guys, if you're tied into work and don't really have much time, but you need to get into a car, there's nothing wrong with looking into someone who offers the car buying service. It's going to save you a ton of time and a lot of headache.
So yeah, a lot of people do believe that paying for a service like this is going to be worth it, because this way you don't have to go to the dealership. You don't got to deal with all the BS. Somebody handles that for you. You get the car you want, you pick it up, you're done. And I don't blame people for paying for this service, because it just makes it so much easier, just streamlines the process. And it is cool to hear a person that works at the dealership, so a car salesman, actually saying like, hey, this process is a lot smoother, and that they actually don't mind doing this. So I wish it was just like that when you actually go into the dealership, but it seems as if it's received well by a car dealer. So that's pretty good.
I have 3 cars on my lot right now that I can't believe are still here. 2021 Civic Type R, only 36,000 miles. Red suede seats with Type R lettering, 6-speed manual. 2023 Ford Bronco Wild Track. Absolutely beautiful green on the vehicle right here. You get the beautiful 2-tone interior with the beige and black on it. Nice large screen, 360 camera. This one is priced incredibly.
Remember, whenever you hear, I can't believe they're still here,
But I can't believe are still here.
or they're priced incredibly,
This one is priced incredibly.
you know, translation, all that means is everything on our lot is overpriced. But we want to convince you that it's not overpriced, so you can come in and buy these cars that you've been missing out on your entire life. But the truth is, they're overpriced, and you definitely don't want to go to that dealership, because once you're there, they're going to try to trap you. Don't fall for it.
Everybody hates salespeople. We already know this. We get it. You guys want to buy directly from the manufacturer because Tesla does it. They've had some success. Why don't you take a look and see what the average credit score of a Tesla buyer is? Why don't you take a look and see how much money they put down? How much money they make, right? I'm not saying that, they make money or cars for people that only make good money and high income and good credit and money down. But at the end of the day, the reason why it's easy to sell is because the people that are buying those cars are in those positions, right? So if you're like 90% of the population that is not in that position, but you hate car salespeople, think about this. Are you going to call yourself into 20 different banks to try to get you an approval? You're going to go fill out 20 different credit apps? You're going to call the bank? Are you going to negotiate the $2,000 bank fee that they're trying to give you because you have a 504 and you got no money down? Are you going to try to negotiate the rate? Are you going to try to negotiate the payment? Are you going to do anything? Because that's what we do. That's what we get paid to do, right? But you guys don't like us. We suck. We suck. We're ruining the car buying process, right? Think about that. Think about that. Because unless you got stellar credit and money down, high income, I promise you, this whole buying from the manufacturer directly, you guys are cooked. You guys are super cooked. I promise you.
Oh, here we go. Y'all, this guy right here, he knows exactly why people don't like some or most car dealership salespeople. Because they're dishonest. They're always trying to drive up the price, sell you stuff you don't need. They don't thoroughly explain the contracts. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm not saying they all do it, but a large majority do that. And this is why people tend to hate car dealership salesmen. Now, his whole thing with the high credit and high income, buying direct, all that stuff, you can make some points there, but I'm going to say this. There's a lot of people who do have high income, who do have great credit, and they still hate the car buying process. So what are you going to say about that? This is what I'm talking about. The issue is across the board, whether you have $1 million or a low income. Across the board, people do not like going to the car dealership to buy a car. They all say the same thing. It's an hassle. So are we just all wrong, or is he right?
I've got a hot take. I think the real reason people don't come into the dealership is because they're scared. Most people aren't scared about driving a truck. They're scared of getting denied, paying too much, not knowing their payment, or being embarrassed about their credit. And the crazy thing is, this is the easiest time of year to buy from us because Ford is running a special of 000. It's the easiest time for anybody to qualify regardless of your credit, your down payment, or your monthly payment. Now, tell me I'm wrong. Most people aren't avoiding the dealership, they're avoiding the conversation.
Well, she ain't all wrong, but two things can be true at the same time. Yes, we are trying to avoid that conversation at the dealership. We also trying to avoid them high prices that they got. They mark up everything and people are onto y'all. So no, we are scared of the dealership as well because we know the dealership gonna come with some overpriced vehicles. But this is Dave Talk TV. I'm Dave. That's my time.